viewers, another episode still on episode 2, part 5. This type of question, I hope you can solve this with ease. If you are one type or one person, you've gone through my episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, episode 4, I think you can solve this with ease, with no problem. It's about going through. So to my advice, what I will advise you to do now is you write the question down. You write the question down, and if my video has been of help to you in the past, if my video has been on help, to you in the past, then you pause the video, get a sheet of paper, then try your hands on it. Go through the steps, and with the help of the step-by-step approach, I hope you can solve this with ease. Yeah, very good. But my interest here now is I'm using another method. This time around, I'm not using elimination method. I'm not using substitution method. Neither do I use graphical method. But there is a new method of solving this simultaneous equation with ease. It's called method by inspection. So please, you pay attention and see how that method works. So watch it. 2x minus 3y equal to -8. Because the variable is on one side, the constant is on other side of the equation. I have the right to call this as equation 1. And the second equation, which is x plus 3y equal to 14 as equation 2. Watch here. Watch here. The method I'm using in solving this simultaneous equation is very interesting. It's called method by inspection. Method by inspection. Method by inspection. One may say, hey, wow, method by inspection. And how is it done? How do we go by method by inspection? With the method by inspection, it blends both elimination method and substitution method. What I mean here is, at a point when you are solving, you will see the elimination aspect of it, and one side of the story you are going to see substitution aspect of it. So it's called method by inspection. So with this method, what you do is you try to make S the subject in equation 1, and at the same time you try and make S the subject in equation 2. So watch it. I'm making S the subject in equation 1. So see it. All right, making S the subject meaning I have to make 2x is equal to -8 plus 3y. To make S the subject, what I'm going to do here is divide here by 2. Divide here by 2 so that x will be the subject at the end of the day. So x is equal to -8 plus 3y, everything divided by 2. Then I'll call this equation 3. I've made s the subject. Then you pick your equation 2 or the second equation and you try to make the same as the subject. I'm going to do that, which is x plus 3y equal to 14. I'm making as the subject. So what I'm doing is x is equal to 14 minus 3y. Then I'll call this equation. All right. So like I said, I use equation 1. Equation 1 and I make as the subject to form equation 3. And I use equation 2 and I make as the subject here to form equation 4. So in this case, with the method by inspection or with the method of inspection, I've made as the subject to form equation 3. With my equation 2, I've made as the subject to form equation 4. So what I'm doing here is, because equation 3, x is the subject, equation 4, s is the subject, then what I do is, I'm going to put equation 3 into equation 4. It will be interesting to know what will happen here. I'm putting equation 3 into equation 4. Do you understand it? Or what does it mean? It means in equation 4, this sentence, what it means is in equation 4, whenever I see x, I'm going to replace this x here with everything here. That is the meaning of put equation 3 into equation 4. So watch it. See how I'm going to put this equation 3 here. So meaning my x here is now negative 8 plus 3y on 2 equal to this 14 minus 3y. Watch it very carefully. It is happening live and colored. It is happening live. I've put equation 3 here into equation 4. So what I did is, in this x, I've substituted or replaced this x with the whole of this. And I've formed this simple linear equation. Now the equation has been in terms of y. So what you do here is, you do cross multiplication. So negative 8 plus 3y equal to 2 times 14 minus 3y, because we've gotten an equation involving fraction where you can multiply through by the LCM. You can choose that, or you can choose to go by cross multiplication by using this 2 here to multiply everything here, and this is what we are getting. So from here we are going to get negative 8 plus 3y equal to 28 minus 6y. So what I'm doing here, I'm going to group like terms. So 3y plus 6y is equal to 28 plus 8. 28 plus 8. So watch here. 3y, this is my 3y. This is negative 6y. So I will transpose this. So when it crosses the equal sign, negative will turn positive. I've grouped like text here. The y variables. I've grouped them. Watch here. For the constant, we have 28. This is the 28. This is negative. When it transposes, it becomes positive 8. I've separated the terms. So 3 plus 9, 9y equal to 28 plus 8, you are getting 36. So watch here, you make y the same. So divide here by 9, y is equal to 9 goes into 36, 4. I've gotten my y as 4. After solving for your y as 4, you try to use your y to find your x. You see that put y, which is equal to 4, into equation, which of the equation is nice or will be easy for me. I have equation 1 here, I have equation 2 here, I have equation 3, I have equation 4, and I've gotten my y as this, and I want to solve for x. So looking at equation 3 and equation 4, which one will sit down? Which one will sit and will make things easy for you? I will prefer equation 4. I will go for equation 4, because with the equation 4 it's easy to find x. So I will put this y I've gotten as 4 into equation 4. So now x, we are writing equation 4 again. X equal to 14 minus 3. But you said that whenever we see y, we have to place our y. We have to replace our y with 4. So our y is 4. So x 14 minus 3 for 12. Our x is 2. So now the solution is x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 4. Viewers, like I said earlier on, those who handle this with elimination method, trust me, you are getting the same answer. And we choose to go by by inspection. So you should take notice of this time. This method. Normally of late you don't teach this method in classroom, but it works. It works, Papa. It works. Any question under simultaneous equation, try to use the idea of inspection. It's very simple. What you do is both two equations given, you just make one of the variable the subject. But remember, mind you, be careful with this. If you choose to make x the subject in equation 1, please make sure you make x the subject in equation 2. Fair enough. Then you put the two equations together by writing this. Put equation 3 to equation 4. One may choose to make y the subject. So if you're making y the subject here, meaning you are to make the same y the subject in equation 2. This is what the method by inspection talks about. It's very simple. Trust me. Any simultaneous, even in my episode 1, in my episode 2, type 1, part 1, part 2, part 3. Those questions I solve with you with elimination method or substitution method. Try and use this method. It works. You are going to get your answer as you choose to go by elimination or substitution. It's the same. You are going to mark right. And at the higher level with mathematics, some of the cases of finding two variables, if you don't go by method of inspection, we normally don't teach this in classroom. What you guys know is only elimination, substitution. Now I've introduced you to another method, which is called method by inspection or method of inspection. Method of inspection. The idea is make one of the variable the subject, but see to it that the variable you make the subject, make sure the second equation you make that same variable the subject, then you equate the two equations together as I did here. You are going to get your answer right. Thank you very much for having time with me. Simultaneous equation by our Yate. Bye bye for now. Very good.